All right, all right, all right. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano, and it is Wednesday, February 28th, 2024. It is a leap year, so we've got one more day in February. So today's the last day. That's right. And tonight, I'm glad you can make it here to goof on. I really am. I'm happy you're here. Thank you for hanging out tonight. Where truthology for ufology rings true. Every night. Every single night. Every night. Nah, it's true. But tonight, we're going to... I was going to say silently. We're going to quietly talk about people. Like, have you noticed everybody that Travis, Fravor, Gary, Lou, Grusch, Melon. They're all in the military, government, FBI, CIA, it doesn't matter, Pentagon. And we expected that there might be a small chance of disclosure happening over the last 7 years. Can you believe us? And now they're back at it at the Sol. Yeah, TTSA's website's down, from what I heard. And saw. You could only buy, like, I think a t-shirt, a hat, or something like that. Yeah. And now they all went to Sol Rosenberg. Hi. Is this where the UFOs and aliens are at? Hi, my name's Sol. I'll be help. Who? Sol Rosenberg, damn you. Pay attention, damn it. I'm your tour guide, and I'm also going to take you through the orientation meeting here. This used to be TTSA, but it's defunct, damn it. That's who they learned this all from. That's why they named it the Sol Institute, whatever the frig they call it now. Hi, I'm Sol. I'm going to help you find your ufological answers. Just take your shoes off and carry them with you. Carry them! We're going to talk about how all of these people may have had their jobs saved, extended, whatever, by working in ufology, the armpit of the Pentagon, the armpit of fringe science, so they say. We're going to talk about it. The who's, I already did all that. The whys, money, keep their job, and the hows. Really? Doesn't matter. We'll never know how. Well, I guess we don't have to talk about it anymore. It just did. Now we'll go a little deeper like Lou likes it. Oh, that's what I said. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. It's roll call time. Stardust is here. How do you say, what do you be? Welcome to the show, Ben, the Yorkshire Goofonian. Welcome to the show. Nice to see that side of the world. And Jeanette, also from that side of the world. Sol. Can't call yourself third person. Jeanette, welcome to the show. The Angel of Goof On. Samo, welcome to the show. Rockstar. What's up, Chief? Gyro, Yippadayo. Welcome to the show. He's a guy-o. A Euro. Welcome to the show, bro. Hey, that worked out good. Marcel, Goofonian Metalhead. Welcome to the show, Chief. Tony, how do? Welcome to the show, by the way. Joey, welcome to the show. Sean, welcome to the show. What's up, GC? Glenn Collins in the house, throwing it down. Did I already say it? If not, I'll say it again. Sean, welcome to the show. Alien Bug, welcome to the show. What's up, AB? All right. That it? Parham? Parham. It's Parham. Welcome to the show. S.L. What's up, man? How are you doing? Welcome to the show. All right. Now I'm going to go into the most serious side I can be. The most professional I can possibly be. Let's see if I can do it. Dun 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 dun. I can't do it. Let's try it. Here we go. Mike from Denmark. What do you say, man? Welcome to the show. What a great host of people here this evening. A mixture of men and women, and I can tell species. We have different species here tonight. Dogs, cats, peoples. I'm supposed to not be that way. Stop it. Serious side, part 2. Brittany Thomas, welcome to the show. Nice to see you. I'm surprised you came back. I cannot not make a wisecrack. What is wrong with me? Don't think. Just do. Don't think, just do. No cracks, no jokes. Go. Aaron, 2 ways are... I'll just be me. You see, when you try to be... That was just an example of how difficult it is to be somebody that, I don't know, everybody would like. There's no such human on the planet. There are people that are so angelic-like that people find them disgusting. Are you kidding me? What are you, goody two-shoes? What are you, goody two-shoes? 2 shoes? Yeah, 2 good shoes? What are you, goody two-shoes? Huh? You don't do anything wrong? Huh? Where are you going? Huh? Where are you going? Why are you crying? Huh? Where are you going? Get back! Funny world we live in. What do you say, Buzz B? Welcome to... By the way, Aaron, welcome to the show. I didn't forget. Beats and Tapes, welcome to the show. And let's get started. If I didn't say your name, it doesn't mean I don't love you. It means we have a lot of show to do. So let's skip to my Lou, my darling. All right. Now, if you want to help support Truthology for UFOlogy, that's how we survive. I cannot do this without your help. So yeah, all the links are in the show description. You know what to do. Marcel and Samo, they drop the links every, 20 minutes, guys? Every 20, 30 minutes? Yeah, you don't want to do it too much. Yeah, so they drop it. Just trying to survive. All right. You know, it is an interesting day today. Actually, it's been an interesting week so far in the ufological field. I find this, I guess I could start with this. Yeah, I might as well while I have the energy. Do I show it while I read it, or I just read it? Let's see if I can do it this way. I want to see something here. I want to see if I can bring up while it's in front of me. Let me see. No. Oh, it did. It worked. Oh, cool. Okay. So let me pull this up so you can read along with me. This growing concern. Oh, I'm on the. Oh, it's not letting me scroll. Okay, but I'll do it this way. Okay, all right, we're good. I just can't see me. Good. Concerns grow. This is from Liberation Times. All right. I'll tell you who wrote it at the end. Concerns grow over UFO pushback effort, whilst whistleblowers remain silenced. Photo by Lucas Sankey on Unsplash. Written by Chris Sharp, Christopher, as you know him, 27th of February, which was yesterday, 2024. Observers are increasingly apprehensive as the former director, currently serving as a consultant to America's Unidentified Anomalous Phenomena UAP office, seems to be taking on the role of its shadow spokesperson, bypassing established communication protocols within the Department of Defense, the DoD. Dr. Sean Kirkpatrick, now an unpaid consultant to the UAP office located within the DoD, known as the Arrow, recently informed New York Post journalist Stephen Greenstreet that a forthcoming historical report on UAP would likely be made public before the State of the... Yeah, we know, and it's not why we're here. We anticipate and release an unclassified version of an initial volume of historical report soon. Okay. Responding to Kirkpatrick's comments, the Arrow's official spokesperson, the DoD's Susan G. She says, we anticipate releasing an unclassified version of an initial volume of the historical record report soon. I cannot provide anything more specific than soon. Soon would be 6 months or sooner. In my eyes. You want to stretch it? A year isn't, I would say by the end of the year. I would say October-ish, September, October, during the times where they need votes and what. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. But if you look at the wording, we anticipate. So they're anticipating it, which already gives them an out. They anticipate releasing an unclassified version, but it may not happen. That's what they're really saying right there. That's what they're saying. That's how they do it. We anticipate doesn't mean it's going to happen. Lou did the same thing when he talked about transparency with Arrow. Yeah. He says, hey, it may or may not be as transparent as we want to be. I can't promise you that. He did say that. He knew it was going to be non-transparent. Well, the way we really need it. There's no transparency at all with Arrow, with anyone, any government entity. So they anticipate releasing an unclassified version of an initial volume. It's a version of it. See this? See what they're doing? It's an unclassified, it's a version of an initial volume. I cannot provide anything more specific than soon. Even after the DoD's clarification, Dr. Kirkpatrick's remarks have stirred confusion with Liberation Times sources insinuating that he is subverting standard communication procedures. Given his official consultant role with the Arrow, it's perceived that Kirkpatrick is leveraging his intimate connection to the office to offer updates typically reserved for an official spokesperson. Why do they gotta play games? Kirkpatrick has previously criticized congressional advocates of UAP who are actively investigating serious allegations relating to potentially illegal retrieval and reverse engineering programs involving non-human intelligence, stating some members of Congress prefer to, is that opine? It's opine, right? About aliens to the press rather than get an evidence-based briefing on the matter. Good for you to say that. Thank you. Members have a responsibility to exhibit critical thinking skills instead of seeking the spotlight. Isn't that great? Kirkpatrick is laying it out. Truth. Finally. He's telling the truth. Doesn't mean anything. But it's the truth nonetheless. At least it seems to be. Makes sense. And if it makes sense, when something doesn't make sense, and Judge Judy, God bless her, if it wasn't for Judge Judy, I would never live by that. If it doesn't make sense, it's not true. I would live by it. I think I was at the time when I heard it. Liberation Times reached out to Eric Pehon, Public Affairs Director, to Deputy Secretary of Defense Kathleen Hicks, who oversees the ARROW, along with Principal Deputy Director of National Intelligence, Dr. Stacy Dixon. Liberation Times inquired whether Kirkpatrick is now the designated point of contact for ARROW updates and whether he is considered a private citizen or an official consultant, a status confirmed by the DoD. Furthermore, Liberation Times asked Pahon whether Kathleen Hicks agreed with comments made by Kirkpatrick, questioning the critical thinking skills of congressional members. In response, Pahon confirmed that Kirkpatrick does not speak for the DoD. However, he did not seize the opportunity to confirm whether Kathleen Hicks agreed with Kirkpatrick's comments. Pahon stated, Dr. Kirkpatrick is not a DoD employee and does not speak for the Department of Defense. No. The department will continue to leverage Dr. Kirkpatrick's expertise as needed and available as an unpaid consultant. We have no comment on his remarks. End of quote. The former director of ARROW has also attacked whistleblowers, including former senior intelligence and David Grusch, with whom he did not interact during his tenure at the ARROW. Kirkpatrick commented on Grusch, stating, our efforts were untimely overwhelmed by sensational but unsupported claims that ignored contradictory evidence yet captured the attention of policymakers and the public, driving legislative battles and dominating the public narrative. In other words, it's all bullshit. Kirkpatrick's comments were made despite Grusch corroborating his allegations regarding the existence of retrieval and reverse engineering programs related to non-human intelligence with mobile, with programs attached, Dr. Kirkpatrick remarks featured in an op-ed were approved by the Department of Pre-Publication and Security Review, DOPSR. And now there are concerns about whether DOPSR process has been weaponized. Potentially allowing Dr. Kirkpatrick to influence an upcoming historical report on UAPs before its public release, all while delaying the disclosure of new revelations by whistleblowers. This is so, oh my God, they're blaming him. He's blaming him. They're all pointing the fingers. This is the best. Congratulations, UFOlogy. This is what happens when you put children in charge of something important. What do kids do? Lie. They all lie. Did you eat the cake? Chocolate all over the face. No. You promise you didn't eat the cake? I promise I didn't eat it. What's on your face? Cake? I thought you said you didn't eat it. I did. I ate it. Why did you lie? I didn't. I told you I ate it. And now there are concerns whether the DOPSR process has been weaponized, potentially allowing Kirkpatrick to influence an upcoming historical report. Influence how? How? This is great. Thank you. Thank you for this article. All while delaying the disclosure. Yeah, it's his fault of new revelations by there's no new revelations by any whistleblowers. Can we agree on that? What have we heard that's new? Nothing. Nothing. We heard it all. We don't need to hear anymore. I believe what Grusch heard could be true, and there's nothing better than what he said. What are they going to tell us? The new whistleblowers that come out now. There are alien bodies. Okay, thank you. We know. And there's technology. We know. What else are you going to tell me? Money was shifted. We know. Can you say something that we haven't already heard for the last 70 years, please? I'm waiting. Go ahead. Tell me something new. There's a sale at Macy's. What? What are you talking about? Well, you said something new. That's the only thing I can come up with. Grusch's complaint regarding potentially illegal UAP programs was designated as credible and urgent by the ICIG, Intelligence Community Inspector General, giving the allegations enormous weight. Well, despite receiving support from heavyweight figures such as the ICIG, members of the Senate Intelligence Committee and Chuck Schumer, leader of the Senate, UAP advocates, currently face limited opportunities to challenge an emerging narrative seemingly tailored to discredit significant allegations made by Grusch. No, that's not true, and other highly cleared witnesses. What? Listen to this, despite receiving support from heavyweight figures such as the ICIG, members of the Senate Intelligence Committee, and Chuck Schumer, leader of the Senate, UAP advocates currently face limited opportunities to challenge an emerging narrative seemingly tailored to discredit significant allegations made by Grusch and other highly cleared witnesses. Okay. Following the pushback and shelving of the new UAP legislation, which would have promoted more transparency, advocates, including those in Congress, remain determined to continue pushing forward. Oh, thank God. This comes amidst increasing concern that China could potentially be the first to disclose the existence of non-human intelligence on Earth. Let's see what people are saying. Great work. We appreciate you. Thanks. Disclosure equals unification of humanity and the government. DOD's authority wanes. That's not unification of humanity with aliens. That's what that should read. Disclosure means capitalism and consumerism fall by the wayside as technologies that will make oil and gas industries obsolete. Disclosure means capitalism and consumerism fall by the wayside. Got it. Disclosure means that people may have a choice where to live and how to live that is outside the influence of government as whole. People with power lust for more and refuse to let it go. That is the most ridiculous comment I think I've read in years. No, really. None of this is disclosure. It's not the unification of humanity and the government. Do you see why I get frustrated with people on that side of ufology? They make up stuff. Right? Oh, some of those things. Anyway, well, that I didn't think I was going to talk about this tonight, but we did. Because it all leads to who's running the show. Who is running the show? Wow. You would have to think it's somebody at the Pentagon. Yeah. And who's there right now? Christopher Mellon, maybe? Who's working over there? Who's coming up with these narratives? Ufology's a lot of fun, isn't it? Aussie Tiger, when was this? 15 minutes ago. Thank you, bro. The first super dono of the night. Gotta love those super donos. That's $8 in Aussie money. It's a super dono, bro. It's priceless. Thank you very much. I appreciate the love. That's what I needed. Love. You know? It's true, though. Thank you very much. Look, I almost cried. Because it's true, man. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Crying on my show. Super chat. All right, let's it's time. You know what time it is. Don't make me. Don't make me. Well, I'm going to have to do it. I got the cleaner version now. So you can thank me afterwards. We see it. Isn't it obvious? No. No. Doesn't make sense? No. All right. Here we go. Come on, Lou, spit it out. What are you?
The Department of Defense, ironically enough, to finish the very mission they gave me in the first place. I didn't ask for it. I'm not a UFO guy, not a ufologist. I never have been, I never will be. I'm a counterterrorism and counterespionage guy. I do counterintelligence, counterinsurgencies. That's what I do. And it just so happens that in 2008, I was asked to apply those same skill sets into the UFO community.
You're welcome. Who made Lou? Who made Lou? Who made Pooh? Ain't nobody knows it. Who made Pooh? Lou. Who made Pooh? Lou. Voyager? Still coming home. Just take my word for it. I'm not going to show you. Still coming home. All right. But what a great segue into... Oh, hey, Jeanette. You don't have to do that. Thank you very much. That's a £5, £5 super dono. Red hearts tonight. No black. Thank you. You did the right thing. I don't know. But thank you very much. I appreciate it. Jeanette is the angel of Gufan. Seriously. AB. Alien bless. AB. Alien bless. AB. Alien bless. Got it? Good. Get it? Go. Thank you, Jeanette, the angel of Gufan. And what else do we do here every single night? We are doing truth. Self-promotion. Truthology for ufology. For you. All right, I'm going to play this clip. I don't know if I played this yesterday. Thanks, Jeanette. Appreciate that. You are a continuing supporter of Gufan. Who made goo? Who made goo? Who made fun? Ain't nobody's ticking. All right, here we go. I don't know if I played this. I think I did. Oh, I think I did. AJ Gavard talks about the Operation Saucer. Yeah, I played this yesterday. Oh, I played again.
Operation Saucer took place, and it happened because the populations of the affected area couldn't leave anymore because they were seeing UFOs all the time, and worse than that, they were being attacked. Over 1,000 people were attacked during a certain period of time. There were lots of injuries made by this object that would come from the sky and emitted a beam of light towards people's bodies.
Right, and it gave them burns. Radioactive burns and stuff. Now, that is a very well documented story from 1977. It didn't last one night. It lasted, I think, 2 weeks on and off, maybe a month. And I think that's the story where the UFOs were really little too. They were big, like medium sized, 3 to 5 feet. There were some out over the water that looked like they were releasing littler ones to come in, like, and check out. And they were shooting beams at people, burning people with these laser beams. And there was one of these guys was sleeping, and he woke up and he said that, because where they lived, their houses were like Gilligan's Island. They were put together with poles and bird poop. So the UFOs would try to bang in sideways, he said. They're looking for the cracks. You can see the lights coming through the cracks. They're trying to come through the cracks, and they're translating it. And I'm scared, holed up like this under my bed, like this with the blanket. Go, God, please don't burn my eyes out. That's real. That was a real story. And that had to do with UFOs and who knows what. Nobody saw any aliens, right? Not that I remember, but I kind of remember in a way that people, one or two people said they saw this, you know, the green alien that everybody sees with the big eyes, the big head. It's pretty cool. Country Girl throwing down to $10. It's a purple super dono. That's pure love. From Country Girl. I was thinking of something clever to say. I had nothing. God. CC. 2 C's are better than 1. I can't say that. But thank you very much. It's pure love. It's purple. One of my favorite colors. Does anybody know what my favorite color is? Seriously, does anybody know what my favorite color is? I wish I had a way we could play a game. But people cheat. They cheat, Country Girl. They cheat. Can't play any trivia games. People go on Google. Meatball color. Beautiful answer, but no. No. Yeah, Jeanette got it right. Yeah. It's orange. I have mentioned it on the show probably a dozen times. Maybe once, twice. I think I talked about it recently, too. That's why I asked. Ooh, Country Girl, thank you very much for that generous thought and keeping GoofOn afloat. Seriously, appreciate you. Thank you very much. A continuing supporter of GoofOn can't leave. You are now family forever. Who's here? Kenneth Hacker's here. What do you say, KH? Kelly Lewis, the EW. Yahoo. Moody Mongol, everybody. Good to see you guys. Wood Elv. Chris Leto was in the psychic ward for 2 weeks, or psych ward. I think you mean psych, right? For 2 weeks, but I don't really know why. Don't know. I can't even speculate. I don't know the guy. All I think is it's a lie. I think that's a rumor. If he wants to come out and tell us, he'll tell us. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. Hope he's okay, though. He's on that side, but he's not a bad that side. He can see things, but he'll always support his friends, even if he's wrong. That's okay. Can't blame that. You can't blame them for doing that. No, you can't. That's why ufology scares me right now. It scares the hell out of me. Because they have, and I don't know, has it always been this way? Just we strictly listen to military personnel and nobody else? How does that happen? I know 20 years ago, the internet was still here. It was still pretty much like it is now, just a little faster now, a little better, but pretty much the same. This is a weird time for ufology. Because I've now seen one generation of people come, go, grow, never learn. Some people just never learn. Hey, I gotta show you this. This came from John Strader on X. He says, as many who have heard me speak in spaces about his sighting in late January in Taos, New Mexico, me and my wife saw the same exact thing, the Phoenix Lights, about 5 weeks before the Phoenix Lights event. Huge, silent, directly overhead, the lights slow moving, military Air Force jets in pursuit. It happened. You see, doesn't that sound kind of weird? The object, slow moving, but yet jets were screaming at it at 500 miles an hour. In pursuit. The Phoenix Lights thing was just going like 30 miles an hour. And then the wings or whatever this was at 8:15, not the thing that everybody saw. This is what the witnesses saw. And it's been corroborated by over 1,000 people, at least. The wings go in, it would dart, and it would go really fast, like 2 miles in one direction and stop and then float a little. And then it would go and jump again. And the wings would span out as it slowed down. And then the wings would come in and it would... What a great sighting that must have been. I think I was at the gym when it happened. So I remember when I got home at 10 o'clock and they were talking about it. My wife's like, or my girlfriend's like, did you see the Phoenix Lights? And I'm like, what? They're calling it a UFO. And I'm like, no way. Yeah, and me and my girlfriend went outside every single night. And exactly a month later, and it was on April 10th at midnight, an orange glowing object, and I swear, kid you not, it was disc-shaped. But what happened was there was a bright light that would start on the outside, then it would work in, and then it would get big, and then it would work in, and then it would get big. So it kept doing that. When it flew over us and because we lived at the bottom of the McDowell Mountains. I don't know if any of you saw the Waste Management Golf Tournament the week before the Super Bowl. Those mountains in the background, those are the McDowell Mountains. They lit up at night, at midnight, and you could see the green on the saguaro cactus like it was sunny out. And everything else was just daytime. God, that was so cool. My camera was like 15, 20 feet away, and I wasn't into ufology like I am now, but, I still loved the camera and played with it. And I opted to watch it because it happened too fast. But we did see that, and it was amazing. Nobody else did. I was cooking steaks outside, and we saw it coming right over the city. It was low. It couldn't have been... It had to be about 1,500 feet above us because the mountains it went over were at 1,700. And it went just right over the top of them because it lit up like you wouldn't believe, like daytime. It was pretty cool. All right, let's move on. I don't even know why I told you. Oh, yeah, because the Phoenix Lights, the new documentary's coming out. So I want to play this for you. It's from Bayview Entertainment. Never heard of them. But I'm interested because it's something new from Phoenix. I can't wait. I cannot wait. It's John Strader from X posted this. Here we go. Go. Giddy up.
911, what is the location of your emergency?
I watched for a minute and slowly it just went over, but it was huge.
We see the arch of the lights coming over the McDowell Mountain, real slow in a formation.
So we go outside and it's literally above us.
They were in a formation, they were in kind of like an arch.
It was a V shape and I could see the tip coming over the mountains. It just kind of completely went over us.
4 fighter jets took off right in front of my car, and then another one took off as my car continued, like right over my roof, and another one took off like right behind me.
The pilots got scared and they returned to base and said it wasn't one of ours. The paper was sent to Washington, D.C. and was covered up and never seen by anybody.
All the video of the actual craft has been confiscated.
And it wasn't until it disappeared, that's when I started hearing the bugs again. Until then, there was no crickets, there was nothing. And a lot of people saw it, but no one knows why. And no one can explain it. And I think that's what's so terrifying for most people, me included. 911. What is the location of your emergency?
Confessions of a 911 operator. Ah, I like how they snuck that in there at the end, didn't you? Wow. Well, still exciting to hear people calling in. Please, please, new movie. Please, new movie. I know it's already made. It's coming out. When is it coming out? That event apparently happened 5 weeks before in Taos, New Mexico in January. But it doesn't say when it's coming out. Oh, wait. New UFO documentary on the 1997 Phoenix Lights releases today. Today. All right. So just look up Phoenix Lights, I guess. Pretty cool. All right. Free advertising. You're welcome. You are welcome. You know, when we talk about these people that are military, Richard Doty comes to mind, right? Why would anybody believe anything that guy says at this point? I see Anjali posted this. It just made me think about, wait a minute. I'll tell you why. Hold on. Here it is. She says, I consider Rick Doty a friend and believe that he is being forthright with what he has seen and experienced. He is an experiencer. He made a 180, spilling the beans with his former DOD activities and duties. That was not an easy admission for him, and he didn't run under criticism. And that's coming in from someone saying, what's your thoughts on Doty? I consider him a friend and believe that he is being forthright with what he has seen and experienced. Okay. So we all know Rick Doty, right? We know that he lied. He was paid to. He had that one guy, probably drove that guy to, off himself. But isn't Rick Doty, wasn't he trained for that? Right? Wasn't he counterintelligence too? Something like that, right? But he was paid to lie. Now he has no reason to lie, or does he? See, that's the thing. You had your career as a professional liar, and now you want us to believe you. Well, he's got a good point. He never lied to us. He lied for national security, whatever you want to call it. But how can you trust somebody who did all these things? It takes a certain somebody to do that. It's a certain personality. It's like, you gotta love doing that stuff. It's not just about the greater good. It's about your ego. See if you can get away with it. And I'm sure Doty, just like Elizondo, got a rush, man. I just pulled another one off. Can you imagine Lou Elizondo making up all those sock accounts? Right? I'm going to come up with a great name. Oh, I've played that character before. I can do that again. I could see him getting into the character. That's what he said he is and wants to do. I'm a counterintelligence guy. They asked me to bring my skill set into the UFO community, which he did. And Doty, well, from what I understand, once you're a government employee, you're always a government employee. Even after you quit, get fired or retired, mainly on a good note, but once you take that oath, just like a president's always a president, mayor's always mayor, even after their terms are over. Mayor! He's not the mayor. Well, he used to be. Oh, mayor. You know, and it's like, oh, Mr. President. I've been president for 40 years. You'll always be president. You just don't lose the tag, the label. It's the same thing. You don't lose your identity. You are buying in to the Death Star. Because that's what it is. That's what you're doing. You're just going to be taking orders, following orders, doing what they tell you. We got a script. And we want you to follow it. Learn this, Lou, or it's your ass. See, I said it before and I'll say it again. I think Lou Elizondo got in a lot of trouble that may have cost him his career, or he owed somebody a favor, and that, whatever it was, put him into this position. I'm not a UFO guy. I'm not a ufologist, but they asked me to bring my skill set of being a counterintelligence dick into the UFO community. Why? Why? Did he ever say why? I never heard Lou Elizondo say why. I don't remember. Maybe some of you can fill me in. Why? To use my skill set. For what? To confuse us? Tell me. To create drama. Big deal. That's not it. That wasn't it. And I know I hear a lot of people saying that Lou was brought in to create drama. Have us look this way while this. No, that doesn't work. It didn't. It was a failure. Lou failed. He failed his mission. He may think he won, but how's it working now? You know, he took off running. Run and hide. What a hero. God. It's better, I guess, to have the devil you know than the devil you don't. We know what we have, which is why they tried making the switch to the more nicer looking, less offensive, less bully looking guy into Grusch, right? Yeah, I think they tried bringing in Gary Nolan, but Gary's a little crooked. You ever notice he's not 100? He is. Something's wrong with him. They put him together a little bit quick. Something's a little off. That guy's, if you ever look at his glasses, it's like me wearing a hat like this and thinking it's straight, you know? Yeah. I'm just saying, I'm not making fun of him. I'm not shaming the guy for being crooked. He is. It's just the way it is. Wouldn't you rather look at a guy or a girl who's at least not worth it? Too much caffeine at this time of night, but I need it. Rick Doty. Why trust him? Why? How can we? I know, because I've seen him on other shows, you know, doing interviews, and he's good. He's all right. He's not good. He's all right. But he has said some things that make you scratch your head. But what's the one thing missing with Mr. DOTY? Evidence. Proof. But does it mean he's lying? No. Doesn't mean he's lying. Most likely lying. But what? Nothing. No. You said so. I said most likely he's lying. Now, why would you say that, Rich? because somebody who likes to lie for a living likes the rush of getting away with it. And I think Richard Doty played that game in the UFO community the same way Lou Elizondo did, telling people behind the scenes about his abilities and things that he's seen and unbelievable accounts of coincidence and maybe time travel. I mean, come on, man. You know, that's a guy who either was testing and trying out his new script on all of his friends, waiting to try it out on the public, seeing how he could. That's why they've all accepted Lou back into their loving arms. Remember? I'm so mad at Lou. Oh, and then their friends, like 3 days later, taking pictures at Burger King or something. Right? Oh, Lou, I can't believe you got me. You got me good. You caught me. You caught me in a lie. That's all right. Come here, Lou. We're brethren. We were both in the military. See, that's why they get these people to be in ufology. And I think they get problem people that are problems. Maybe they lack discipline, right? Maybe they don't have any discipline in their lives, right? Get a little ass kicking from Schwarzenegger. Get down on the floor, give me 20 sit-ups. Do it now. Lou Elizondo, I can't. It's like a beach ball in my stomach. It's because you're eating too many donuts, you fat bastard. Oh, you know me so well. Shut up before I pop you. Back to ufology. Okay, we played the AJ Gaviard. Okay. Speaking of time travel, psychics, all that stuff. Here's a story of a man named Brady. The Russians, they were on that psychic bandwagon for a while, weren't they? Power of the Russian psychics in 1993, though. So Brian Ramali says, I converted this VCR tape sent to me along with 17 boxes of former Soviet Union research from the grandchildren of a Washington, D.C. based research scientist. Excuse me while my esophagus reverses gears. Their only request is to use this material as part of a larger local AI. Some of these materials came out of the Soviet Union just after the walls fell and may be the only copies of research into torsion fields, Kajrev mirrors, psychic research, remote viewing, and much more. He had a note to watch this VCR tape of a US TV special he anonymously consulted with and a few others to help his children and grandchildren to understand what he discovered. He didn't want anyone to know his research as it would have impacted his career in science. Yet, he did produce a 700-page report for an institution, quote unquote, on the materials. He passed away rather suddenly, and now it's up to me and AI to make use of this. I need to get permission to open source all of these astonishing materials, and if yes, it will be at the Internet Archive. Be skeptical like I am, but be honest enough to think in possibility. What? Let's see what this is.
Until now, Russian parapsychology has been hidden from the eyes of the West. We've had no access to those who seem to...
Yeah, this is 30 years ago, bro.
Possess...
This is old. We know about all this already. You and I have seen this stuff. And I can't play it. It's from a TV show. Dang it. True, though, the Russians were the elite when it came to remote viewing, telekinesis, psychic abilities, and all that stuff. They had the best of the best. As far as that goes, that's how I remembered it. And there was a couple of women who were like able to move things, in boxes. And we have seen magicians time and time again debunked those very techniques that they used. So what do you think? You believe in telekinesis too? You would. If it was a military person coming in and telling you, wouldn't you? Somebody in the military who claimed to have remote viewing capabilities came out and said they remote viewed a target. And in front of that target was a trap. And they warned the troop that was going there of the trap. And believe it or not, when the troop got there, sure enough, the trap was exactly where the remote viewer said it would be. Well, come to find out, that kind of trap was set in a lot of these cities that had the same type of infrastructure. It wasn't remote viewing, it was just the way it was. And it got, I don't know, lucky, I guess you could say, but the odds were in their favor, his favor. Who was this masked man? I think it was Lou Elizondo. Didn't he have a story like that? He claimed that he saved his troop or something like that from remote viewing. Who was that? Was that him or somebody else? It doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is Lou has done this. Whether that story is the one or not, but Lou has claimed that he's a remote viewer. And then we come to find out all of his other little buddies, hey little buddy, seem to have the same remote viewing ability. Because they all talk to each other on social media, and some of them came up with their own podcasts. They all have the ability to remote view. Everybody can be a psychic. Yeah, that's it. It's over. The shift has begun. Bullshift. I'm not buying it. Hey, I play psychic here on Goof On, right? And you guys have seen me hit and you've seen me miss. But there's never been a consistency. The only consistency was 50-50. Sometimes you get 3 in a row. Sometimes you miss 3 in a row. Sometimes you'll get 5, 6, 7 in a row right. And then sometimes you'll get none wrong. It happens. It's just the odds. You know, it's a little more than the odds. Being a psychic. It is. It's a little more. The hard psychic is the ones that do it over the telephone. Because all they have to go by is the person's name, maybe where they live, and the sound of their voice. If they sound sad, they're going to go with, was there a death in the family? There was. How'd you guess? Oh, well, you know, they come and talk to me. And are you okay? I'm finally. By the way, I'm Sylvia Brown. Sylvia Brown. I don't believe in any of it. I believe in all of it. I believe in some of it. I'm not sure. The thing is, I've done it. You have done it. We've all played psychic. We've all played those games growing up. Guess what card I'm holding up now? King of Hearts. Oh my God, no, but it's a hearts. Okay, let's just see if we can get the suits right. Diamonds, no. Hearts. Cloves, no. What? And then you're wrong, and you're like, this game stinks. It's like, I'm not psychic at all, and you give up. But throughout your life, you see things that are like, wait, that's too amazing to be a coincidence. That has to be divine intervention. See, and that's something that scares me a lot. Because I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. Right? It's not that we're told we have to believe in God, but everybody, like the majority of the people on the planet, believe in a God. Maybe, just maybe, we're supposed to talk to that God, and they actually listen to us and direct us, thinking we have free will, just like Tucker Carlson said we don't have free will. We have the illusion of free will. Remember, he had that interview with that thing and all that shit. Really amazing show. You got to watch it. And it's very confusing. We're in confusing times. I don't know what to believe. Like, if I don't pray, like, every night, oh, dear Lord, the aliens are up there. Which are the gods? Let's just say the gods are, or God is up there listening to all 8 billion of us on the planet, because it's got that kind of time. But let's just imagine there's one, it's a hive mind of thought. So there's one listener for each one of us, or one controller, or one, what do they call those people who track everything we do? Court order, court clerk, what do they call those things? They take down every word we say. Transcriber? Something like that. Yeah. I don't know, man. All right. It's the top of the hour. I passed it. Holy mackerel. Wait a minute. Is this show monetized? Oh, no. I meant to turn that off. Oh, I'm sorry for the commercial. Oh, if there's any commercials, I'm so sorry. That is so weird. But if you have premium, which is $13 a month, you'll never see another ad pop up on YouTube. And then you get YouTube Music, which is phenomenal. All right, what was I? I was doing something just now. Oh, okay, here we go. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. Enjoy's got nuts. Mounds don't, because sometimes you feel like a, sometimes you don't. Remember that commercial? All right, here we go. Oh my God. Oh, all right. Well, this is worldly news from Texas. It's about the wildfires. Not really paranormal, but let's see, because nonetheless, it must be very interesting what's going on here for I2TA. Let's talk about it. Go. Into thin air.
We begin with the wildfires burning out of control in the Texas Panhandle. More than 250,000 acres burned. Dozens of structures have been damaged or destroyed.
That is not good news, my friends. Welcome back. It is February 28th, and for those of you that don't know, Texas has been dealing with one of the largest and devastating wildfires it has ever seen. Right away, take a look at the satellite images from space that are showing the massive size of this wildfire over the last couple days. Not only has this fire, as you heard, taken out many different structures and caused massive evacuations, but it's also affecting nuclear plants. Take a listen to this.
Raging wildfires prompting urgent evacuations in the Texas Panhandle. The fires even forcing a nuclear weapons facility to partially evacuate.
Now, Texas is a big state, but when you look at the size of this fire, we're talking between 160 and 200 miles across.
Wow.
So this is seemingly like an unpenetrable wall of fire that's working its way from north to south.
That's
still as we
insane.
talk right now. This article here is mentioning that this is the second worst fire in state history, working its way towards the worst. This is still a very active and ongoing situation, so we have conflicting articles. This one here is saying that this is the second worst fire in state's history.
Look, they have cemeteries already set up.
Doesn't really matter at this point. The fact that this fire came on the way it did, and the fact that it was so bad that over 60 counties, as we could see in this article here, were declared disaster areas.
Uh-oh. Do you know what's happening? You know what's happening? Do you see where this is going? You know where it's going? Oh my God, I almost lost my esophagus right there. This is going in the direction of direct energy, weapons.
By Governor Greg Abbott. Widespread wildfire activity throughout the state. The largest of the blazes, the Smokehouse Creek Fire, is the second largest fire in Texas history. The declaration will ensure that fire response resources are quickly deployed to the areas in the Texas Panhandle being impacted by devastating wildfires. There are tons and tons of videos out there of these fires actually engulfing houses and buildings and land. So I'm not going to show you a lot of that stuff here, but I will show you different resources to use. This site right here, which I will leave for you in the description box, shows you different fires in the US and Canada. And as you can see, in northern Texas, we have that very dense looking area as opposed to these little spot fires we get throughout the country on a daily basis. And if we take a look at the US map, we can see the flow of air is coming underneath Texas and then up towards the northeast. We'll see that again as daybreak comes in this new set of information. There we go right there. So this is beginning today. We have the fire here. It's a little harder to see because it is now daytime. But as we move forward, we can see the flow of air moving up into this direction. So over the next 24 to 48 hours, states like Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, moving all the way to the southeast and then up into the northeast, these may be areas heavily affected by the smoke from these storms, the smoke from these fires. And those are the situations that happen because...
Did he say smoke from these storms? And then he corrected it real quick. Oh, I don't want to play it, but I have to. It's funny. It's okay.
The smoke from these fires. And those are the situations...
Wait, I thought he said storms. Wow, what did I hear?
The areas heavily affected by the smoke from these storms. The smoke from these...
I was right. Okay.
Fires. And those are the situations that happen because of these large fires. It's not just the state that has the fire that's affected, it's everything around it. 500,000 acres already. And with that, we are dealing with now power outages. And it will be a long time before that stuff is fixed, before people can even get into some of these areas to replace this stuff. With the continuing severe weather, the wind, all these factors are playing a part at the absolute wrong time for these rescue workers to get in there and get some work done. Here is that power outage website right here. I'll leave this in the description box as well, but we can see as time moves on, Texas is gaining more and more customers without power. We're up right now to just over 17,000. That number has jumped up a few thousand just in the amount of time it took me to make this video. So expect that to continue and expect to see a lot more coverage coming out of this fire. And unfortunately, the ones we're going to have in the future. All right, my friends, I'll have more updates on X and Instagram. Please go check those out. Links are in the description box. I appreciate each and every one of you. Shout out to Canada and Texas. And I'll see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.
Oh, into thin air, doing it again. What a great show. Stephen Karn. Que pasta, signor? Mister? Thought we lost you. Thank you very much for the £2, £2. I think we are all here stunned. Of course, I didn't know for 20 minutes that was there, but I just seen it. So I'm stunned now. I'm glad you're okay. Thank you for the love. Man, scared us all, bro. And I want to thank Sean throwing down $12.11 on PayPal. Hey, man, thank you very much for that. PayPal, cool. PayPal preferred. Thank you for your support. Appreciate that. You're part of the family now. You know you can't leave. All right, you got it. Okay. All right. So we went over the new Phoenix Lights documentary. We talked about these credible fires. I know I2TA is going to keep an eye on that because, Jesus, 200 miles? I've never heard of anything like that. Maybe 200 square miles, but you saw the satellite. And that smoke is going to follow that airflow. It's going to hit everywhere, he said. It's going to be terrible for the whole Northeast for the next week or 2 or 3 or 4. Well, wherever that stream of air is taking the smoke, right? Very good. Oh. Okay, check this out. I have to play this. This is very telling and kind of why I wanted to have a more serious tone tonight, but I can't do it. Tucker Carlson says the U.S. military exists to protect the country from enemies abroad. Why are we allowing it to be used against the American population? Now, how does that interfere with what we do here in ufology? Oh, are you kidding? Anything that's free press, anything that's entertainment, anything that's talking about the things they don't want us to talk about. It's really turning into a communistic way of living. Slowly and surely they are taking away our rights, and they do it little by little. And we don't notice it until it happens to you. And then you're like, I can't believe this stuff is happening. Well, we are allowing the government to do whatever they want to us. It sucks. People don't know their rights. And being in this field, we get turned down a lot of stuff that we have the right to see. And our First Amendment rights are being violated. The right to get public documents and then they're redacted. That's not transparency. That's just, I don't know, man. It's tyrannical is what it is. When they control everything this way, which they do, they control now. The government controls the media 100% and the entertainment industry 100%. Yep. It's why my Generation X is different than a Generation Z. It's different than all the other generations, right? They change it. Every generation's different. It's amazing how different it is. Why? Why can't it always be the same? Well, if it was always the same, it'd be kind of boring. But who's making these changes? Well, it happens because people like rock stars, singers, people in basketball teams and entertainers, actors, they wear these clothes, they advertise. We're like, oh my God, I love that person. They're so funny. I'm going to buy a Bill Burr hat. That's how it is. The government has taken it to a whole other level. Now they can, Jesus. If they had wind that somebody had UFO evidence, they would break down their door with some bullshit warrant, bullshit excuse, something probably like national security, right? In the name of national security, we have the right to break down your door and seize all your computers, your digital components, your cell phones, and any other objects that have digital whatever. Phones, cameras. They can do it. It's a different world we're living in. And ufology? What do you think they did to Bob Lazar? Oh, we're just here to look for some tax stuff, I think it was, right? But they were there looking for element 115. You know it. Maybe. He did say he had it, right? Freaking idiot. Come on, Tuck.
Attention at all, and maybe even if you haven't been, you may sense that there's something profoundly wrong with the U.S. military, the most respected institution in American life. It's corrupt. It's inefficient. It may, in fact, be a danger to our country. And by the way, it hasn't won a major war in over 80 years. The problem is not the people who serve in the military, it's the people who lead it. Some of the worst people in the country in charge of some of the best.
I said, aha, and those are the people in ufology. The military. Yeah. It's corrupt from top to bottom.
If you sense all of that is true, it's just been confirmed. On New Year's Day, a group of over 200 active and retired military personnel released a document called the Declaration of Military Accountability. And the point was to inform the rest of us that the U.S. military is in fact being destroyed by the people who run it and is in fact a threat to the nation. Here's a portion of the letter. Quote, "We hereby apprise the American people that we have exhausted all internal efforts to rectify recent criminal activity within the armed forces. While implementing the COVID-19 vaccine mandate, military leaders broke the law, trampled constitutional rights, denied informed consent, permitted unwilling medical experimentation, and suppressed the free exercise."
But they didn't care. They didn't care. As long as they got what they wanted. It was all about feeding Big Pharma. I know this has nothing to do with ufology, I'm sorry, but it's just showing you the power of the government or the corrupt government overusing, overstepping their power.
Size of religion. Service members and family were significantly harmed by these actions. Their suffering continues to be felt financially, emotionally, and physically. These leaders refuse to resign or take any other action to hold themselves accountable, nor have they attempted to repair the harm their policies and actions have caused. Since there is yet to be any accountability, the undersigned give our word to do everything morally permissible and legally possible to hold our own leadership accountable.
This is the government, military. These are the ones that are in charge of the UFO narrative, I believe. They have a big play in what's to go out to the public. I believe they choose the actual video, whatever it is they want to go out to just appease the people. Because, you know, the whole thing really was to just shut up the activists. It really had nothing to do with anything. And then it turned into, wow, people are really passionate about UFOs more than we thought. Well, we're sick of being lied to, bro. And they turned that into a cash cow and got the funding they needed. But now, going forward, anything that they're going to have to get for funds, oh my God, I don't know how they're going to get away with it. People are going to be looking for people being corrupt. But what happens when somebody rocks the boat and it's costing people millions upon maybe billions of dollars? You know what's going to happen to that person. They're going to be unalived. It's the only way you can shut them up. And they'll say, oh, yeah, it was a car accident. He backed into the tree and then off the cliff, and then a bomb was found under the seat. Don't know how. The head dislodged, too, for some reason. It was weird. Yeah. I think there was a bullet hole. Yeah. In the heart, too. 2 of them. Yeah, I think there were 2. I'm scared of this government. I am. I really am. But I want to fight them. I do. I really do. And I will.
Now, the whole letter is well worth reading. It's available online. In the meantime, Brad Miller is the veteran who organized it, and he joins us now. Mr. Miller, thank you very much for coming on. You get the sense as you read
thank
this.
you so much.
Well, that guy looks dapper, doesn't he? Did himself up there. I'm sure he looks probably just like a regular dude. And you know that he had to borrow that jacket, right? Actually, it fits. I'm just saying. Maybe this is why we don't see citizens on TV. No, he looks good. He looks good. I'm joking. Come on. Taking it the wrong way.
Much, Tucker, for having me here.
Oh, it's our pleasure, because it's worth getting a window into what's actually happening in this multi-million person community we call the armed services that most Americans really don't have any visibility into. But you get the sense as you read this letter that it was a last-ditch effort on your part. Is that right?
Yeah, I think to some degree it is. When you read the way that we wrote this, what we are looking at is this mandate, which we absolutely claim was unlawful, was put into effect nearly 2.5 years ago. Now, technically it was rescinded at the very beginning of 2023 because of the 2023 National Defense Authorization Act, but it went into effect 2.5 years ago, or almost 2.5 years ago. It was clearly unlawful, and we have yet to have any senior leaders within the military come out and acknowledge what has happened, or acknowledge the constitutionally protected rights that were curtailed, or the way in which people faced unlawful coercion to have this mandate go into effect.
Nah, you're barking up the wrong government. They'll do whatever they want. They don't care. This administration can't get any worse. This is why it was said last year, if we don't have disclosure by the end of 2023, we're not going to have it for a long time. They knew that they were pulling the wool over all these people's eyes in Congress and the whole entire shebang. Just like Stephen Greenstreet said. Exactly same thing. Exact same thing. It's just a show. It really is. It sucks, man. It makes me angry. Why does it have to be that way? What do you think would happen? They tell the truth. You know, we got aliens and da-da-da-da-da. To be honest with you, I wouldn't be able to focus on anything else. Nobody would. For at least a year. I would be good. 9/11, I couldn't stop watching. I couldn't. I think a lot of us watched every single day. I did. It was it would be nothing in comparison to aliens making contact, or the truth comes out about aliens, or whatever, an intelligent species sharing the planet or the solar system with us. Either way, it would be the most profound thing in the history of mankind. The only thing left for mystery-wise would be what happens after we die. Because these are the two biggest things. What happens after we die, and is there life elsewhere? Right? My God, that would be so great. I've imagined it a lot. I imagine them being on talk shows, and they have these little translator boxes, you know, they speak into. Comes out and everything. What are going to get? Thank you very much. You know, and it has a little cool voice. Where are you from? We come from the planet Ish, Ish, Ish. And it is 40 light years from your Earth. So you can go the speed of light. Yeah. Listen.
So, I mean, you're saying a bunch of things here. You're saying by implication that the people who put this into effect didn't care about military readiness. They didn't care about the lives of the personnel they lead or in charge of. You're also saying that they're resistant to civilian control.
Yes, that's certainly what it looks like, you know. And when you look at what we wrote, and I'm just one of a core group of co-organizers that put this together, I would say the initial draft came from a gentleman named Rob Green, who is currently serving in the Navy. And I would tell you, probably the most heroic person still in uniform right now. In fact, he wrote a book that was appropriately released on July 4th, 2023, with his name on the book as a currently serving naval officer, in which he detailed the plight that the service member has been enduring over the last couple of years because of these unlawful actions. And we have waited for senior leaders to come to their senses, walk this back, acknowledge the harms that they have unlawfully inflicted upon not just the service member, but their families, and by extension, the American public. And that has not happened.
Yeah, because it won't. Never. The government never apologizes. Thank you, Tucker. I don't know where I was going to go with that clip, but I think it just showed how ridiculous it is, the government, and why we can't trust them. I mean, I know it's common knowledge nowadays. When I was growing up, people still respected the government. police. My God, I wanted to be a cop. I would never be one now. But times have changed. And you know who did that? Mainstream media did that. So I tell you, you know, when I don't watch the news, I don't really worry that much. But then you're oblivious as to what's going on in the world. Am I? If we're being lied to anyway? Well, at least you know where it's happening. Do I? What's this? Okay. This comes from the most echoey of echo chambers, UFO Jesus. He says, people who think we are being taken for a ride because of people like Elizondo and Grusch have lost the plot. The UFO enigma has presented itself for many decades now and remains unexplained. The U.S. government has never behaved normally regarding this topic. That's it. And it stems off of this sentence. People who think we're being taken for a ride because of people like Elizondo and Grusch have lost the plot. We think that Elizondo and Grusch are lying to us, so we lost the plot, is what he's saying. The UFO enigma has been around for a long time, many decades now, and remains unexplained. The U.S. government has never behaved normally regarding this topic. Wrong. Absolutely wrong, wrong, wrong. R-O-N-G. They behaved exactly the way they were supposed to. Exactly. They didn't behave abnormally. They did exactly what they were told to do, supposed to do. That's it. Kept secrets. And those secrets don't necessarily mean alien. What do you think would be the best option other than human to put up in a test machine? A chimp. 3 feet tall, child-sized coffins, Roswell. Come on. Do the math. It is chimps. See, I just did the math. And it's chimpanzees. You don't think those people would know what a chimpanzee looks like? Not if their face was burnt or smashed or disfigured. Maybe all their hair was taken off and they look shriveled and burnt up because radiation. I don't know. But whatever it was, I don't think it was alien. I think it was chimpanzees. I really do. Over Roswell. Chimps. That's right. All right. This says, what is it we are going in unprepared for? Why is this funny? Hold on. It's been I knew it. They took it down. This is so dumb. Where do people get their evidence from? Really? Listen to this. From non-controlled disclosure. Just came across this article. Robert Bigelow and the Temple of Set behind the Pentagon UFO investigation. What most people don't realize about Bigelow and Colonel Alexander is that the two are members of the Temple of Set, the darkest faction of the American Illuminati, founded by Satanist and Theosophist Dr. Miguel Aquino, a retired lieutenant colonel of the military intelligence who specialized in psychological warfare. They seem to use his research to disguise the group's more occult experiments and satanic practices in places like, you guessed it, Skinwalker Ranch. That was new. Right? It's so adorable. They are just adorable, the way they think. I didn't know that Bigelow was in the Illuminati, or in the darkest faction of the American Illuminati. So adorable. Has anybody known about this? Why am I just learning about this for the first time? Did I miss out on that? Did I not get the memo? How did I miss that? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh, wow. You guys are amazing in the chat room. I love you guys. Thank you. Stephen Karn, I'm really glad you're okay, bro. I didn't even have your email. Everybody was freaking out. Right? Wasn't it him? It was him, right? All right, I'm going to show you a UFO. Because I haven't all night. Have I? This was from New York. Did I show this the other day? I think I shown this the other day. It's from Utica, New York. Let's watch it. It's a few minutes. It'll give you time to drink, as some of you do at this time of night English on a Wednesday. No, I'm joking. Here we go. Am I? What is it? It's an airplane. Shh. It's an airplane. I mean, do I really need to play it another second? Do we not all hear it? Maybe it's an airplane in the distance that we can't see. Let's take another look. Shall we? It's just far enough away to make that noise. This person must be high on cocaine. Oh. Now it's coming toward us. Probably on the landing strip or coming in for a landing. Shh. It might see us. Hide behind the tree. Like it didn't see it before. You can hear the turbines going. I can't hear it now. Yeah, it's twice as far away. It looks like it's about the same distance. Nope. Or we would hear it. I still hear it. Yep, I do hear it in my headphones. Well, how can it be hoovering like that? It's not hoovering. If this was in fast motion, you would see. Yeah, I can't go faster, can I? Oh, I can. All right, let's take a look. Shall we? Fast motion. Let's take a look. This is not it. Playback speed twice. That's it, only twice. Oh, that's not fast enough. I need it to go 5 times faster. And you can tell it's coming towards her, but at an angle. I can hear it in my headset. It's a plane. There's no reason to keep playing it. It's like abuse. I was abusing you guys right now, and I apologize for that. Right. SL. Red is port. Oh, thank you. Who was this? It's not saying. Oh my God, where all those emails come from? What? I've been checking emails all day. know. Some people said I'm not getting back to them. I'm like, what are you talking about? I did get back to you. Oh, for cripe's sakes. All right. I have to read this. It says, this is interesting, actually. Can we turn on certain genes to experience a heightened state of consciousness and psychic awareness? Is that possible? God, I would love to know. That, to me, would be amazing if they could do something like that. How do you know? How do they know what gene to turn on, though? You know what I mean? How would they know? So this popped up, and it says they are simply trying to keep man, oh my God, from disrupting the entire solar system. Let me show this to you and I'll read it. You got to be kidding me, man. Hold on. I'm trying something new, so that's why I've never done it like this before, where I usually have the article on the left so I can see the screen, but I'm doing it differently this time. So I can read it and still face you, but I can't see my screen, the studio screen. But let's see. Just want to make sure it's working. See, I'm not in there, so let me put myself in. Boop. All right, now I can read it. So this is from The One on X. It says, a mixture of secret machines with a K, David Jacobs and Bud Hopkins. However, the publication below dates back to 1967. The Ethereum people do not care who is right or wrong. They are coldly disinterested in isms. Thank God. They're probably Gen Xers. They are simply trying to keep man from disrupting the entire solar system. And they're going to do it if they have to destroy the whole human race from the earth and transplant other beings from other planets who have been trying to get in there anyway. That's so stupid. This is not a threat. This is not because the Ethereans are concerned with any moral aspects. This is simply a direct statement of fact with no emotions behind it. The info from Riley Krabs, who's flying the saucers? You have got to be kidding me. Holy crap. Listen to that first paragraph. They're simply trying to keep man from disrupting the entire solar system. How? How? With our little bombs? Aw, the little bombs making little waves in the space? Is that it? Aw, poor little waves. And they are going to do it if they have to destroy the whole human race. So they would rather destroy the human race to save the entire solar system from humans. Tell me why. Tell me why. What are we doing that would inspire them? Take out the human race. Why? What's the threat? Oh, it says this is not a threat. This is not because the Ethereans are concerned with any moral aspects. It's simply a direct statement of fact with no emotions behind it. So you want me to have faith? Yes, I believe that's what I'm saying. Wow. Just wow. No, really, just wow. That's it. Central concept. What is the Atman or soul? Do you know what that is? Not the Ant-Man, the Atman. A-T-M-A-N. The Atman, a central concept in Hindu philosophy, represents the inner self or soul, an eternal, unchanging essence that resides within every one of you. Unlike the physical body, mind, and ego, which are subject to change and decay, the Atman, well, the Atman is considered the true essence of an individual, pure, infinite, and indivisible. It is the ultimate reality within, mirroring the Brahman, the universal consciousness, or the ultimate reality that pervades the entire universe. The journey of spiritual growth in Hinduism is largely focused on realizing the Atman's true nature, transcending the illusion of separateness, Maya, and achieving unity with the Brahman. This realization, known as self-realization or Atman-Brahman unity, is the pinnacle of spiritual achievement, leading to liberation, moksha, from the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, samsara, and the attainment of eternal bliss. There's a video that goes with it. Maybe, just maybe, this person is going to repeat every single word I just told you. I don't know. But everything I just read was not in quotes. I kid you not. Oh, wow. Well, I don't think... Well, let's see.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Today I want to talk about a little bit about the journey.
A boot? Did he say a boot? I want to talk about...
Hey, guys.
Hi.
Today I want to talk about a little bit about the journey of the soul, or the Atman, and how it's kind of likened to a sacred pilgrimage through the cosmos. So this pilgrimage is not merely a passage.
Oh, I get it. It's the soul that is us inside, not on the outside. So what it is, it's the soul. It's with us forever, but we are changing beings. When we die, we come back maybe as someone else, something else, somewhere else. I don't know if it's all earthly experiences. I really don't know. But that's what we're talking about here. Your soul, every time you try a different experience after you die, you try something else. All of that goes into the memory, into the what do they call that? Where does all the information go? Into the hive consciousness mind, the eye of all eyes. Come on! It's the American Illuminati. It's American. Like, well, we got a Mexican Illuminati. We got I didn't know we had a Eskimo Illuminati. Wow, that's great. Oh, this is fantastic. Oh, look at this. China, Russian Illuminati. Huh. I don't know. Illuminati. Phenomenon. You know, you live once, but the soul is absorbing every experience you've ever had. So in the next life, when you come back, if there is reincarnation, all that is learned is lost. So what good is it to say you've lived many lives if you can't remember them? That's getting better. I'm getting better at my Neil deGrasse Tyson. It's coming back. I'm getting it. Hey, I want to play this for you. It's Jim Brewer. a legend in the community world, Saturday Night Live alumni, and really an inspiration to comedians world over. Check it out. This is a really nice, what he says. He says, well, I'll let it play. Here we go.
Serious. We're beautiful people, man. Don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise. We have to stop. They're teaching us to fight about everything. Someone in here right now was just diagnosed with cancer. Someone in here just was told that their child is going to be special needs. Someone in here was just told that their mom has dementia. Those are the real issues that are going to unite us all. And I'm telling you, let's be humble and laugh together and let them know they're not going to get us this year, no matter how long they try.
We're all in this together, right? That's basically what he's saying. We all go through the roller coaster of life. We live, we love, we lose. To lie to yourself about who you are and what you have become is not a good thing. Be honest with yourself. Be true to others. And this way you don't have to be like a Fessler, Scambian, or Double A. You don't have to be that way, right? You can open your mind without feeling like you're going to be attacked. If you're confident and you know what you're talking about, never back down. Stand up for yourself. We're in a world right now, in this field, where you and me, the civilians, don't have a chance. Zero. The only chance we have to be heard on a national level, is to actually do something. And believe me, I would love to get at least 100 people to march somewhere in Florida, maybe meet in Washington. Don't you think I would love that? It's hard to get 10 people. Hell, it's hard to get one. So this field is difficult. And I don't know, we've got a lot of hypocrites out there. We got a lot of people saying they want to make change, and they lie to us. Then they quit for whatever reason. They're angry. People are upset. Right now, the community's in disarray. It's the way I'm seeing it right now. People are fighting, unless, and I had a feeling about this, just a hunch, that the people who are arguing are just doing it to do it, just to see how people would react. You know? We've had a lot of those, what do they call those people that do that? What do they call? They cry wolf. They're wolf criers. Right. I don't get it, guys. I don't get it. Why we still have Jeremy Corbell in mainstream news. Whew. I don't get it. But it all has to do with this. It does. Jeremy Corbell's not military. I don't know if George Knapp is, but it doesn't matter because they met each other because of whistleblowers and doing interviews with Grusch and other people. And that's how that relationship formed. Jeremy is not a military dude. I think he would even say that. Do you want me to sleep on this cot? You want me to sleep on this cot? He thinks he's British. You ever hear him say those words? Boot, cot, work. It's funny. Either that or it's his California accent. I think maybe it's his Southern California accent. Or her. That's it for tonight. I want to thank everybody. Oh, wait, did I play the Jim Brewer? Yeah, I did. I want to thank everybody for hanging out tonight. Moderators, super chatters, thank you for your love. And the super donos, thank you for the love. You can continue to support Goof On even after the show with the thank you, PayPal, Cash App. All the links are in the show description. Thank you for supporting Goof On tonight. And thank you, newcomers and veterans. You guys working it out, getting to know each other. Keep the vibe nice and clean. Don't make our moderators go nuts. We've got the best moderators, too. You guys do an outstanding job. I know I don't tell you enough, but you really, 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 really do. Seriously, out of all the stuff that's going on, they keep it going pretty good. I don't have a lot of moderators like a lot of chat rooms, a lot of shows, but they earn every single thing they do. You guys are absolutely becoming legends overnight. And what do we do here every single night? Yeah, we did it earlier. We said truth. Truthology for ufology for you. Oh, that was cute. So cute. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate you. In all seriousness aside, huh? Love each other, will you? Alien bless. I said, oh, don't forget tomorrow morning. Alien Girl. Wait, tomorrow's Thursday. Alien Girl's doing an interview with that guy. The guy from the Insurrection, you know, with the horns and the makeup. Yeah, I don't know if she has a show tomorrow, but if she does, it's 7 a.m. in the morning. Alien Girl, AG111. Start your day off with coffee and UFOs with the AG111 Nikki Starchild. And we'll be back tomorrow night. See you guys later. Alien bless. Giddy up.
There's a good thing. It's rotating.
What was in the skies over Jerusalem, and why did it sound like it was treasured sites in Christianity?
Camelback Mountain is out here. You'll see it to the left. It might come up soon if I turn the camera the right way. I talked about Camelback Mountain before. It's on another video then. I may have caught it earlier in the video. It's me out in the field over here. Fun. I thought that was the really, I have a really cool video here I have to show you. It's actually very nice. It's fun. Here we go. Oh, God, I missed that color. This is it. July 4th weekend. Oh, I don't know. Well, this is beautiful. So I'll show you this. This is actually beautiful. You're welcome. Come on. Can see for like 30 miles, no problem. Right at sunrise. In Florida, I can't see 3 miles. Too many trees. This is beautiful, though. It rained overnight. You know, I've also been going through some of these things, these drone footages, and I'm looking for UFOs too, so try to look for certain things, and if you see anything, let me know. You may have to email me. I'm not paying attention to the chat room much. Oh, there it is. Hold on. Oh no, it's too far. Camelback Mountain. This is in the morning. There, the sun's coming up, I guess. I'm only about 300 feet high, if that, I think. Maybe 400. Yeah, I remember this, something else happening here, but trying different. This is such a great way to UFO hunt. I'm trying different settings. You can see it changing. Check it out. Just cycling through the settings. Oh, I guess I didn't go back far enough. Boring. Come on, Rich. These are some shots you'll never see unless you go on 3D Google Map. But you'll never have shots like these. These are one of a kind. I just changed the setting a little bit. God, I miss my drone working. It's really painful. I swear on my life, it really hurts me that I can't use it. I see so many beautiful things I want to just throw the drone up and record. The farms out here are amazing in Florida. It's crazy. I just want to throw it up and spit it out. Look at how different it is. One side has nothing on it. It's a golf course. Oh, we're still playing this?
Control, this is Flight. We're tracking 3 fast-moving objects, origin unknown.
All right, I'm going to look for one more. Thought that was it. It's typical, right? Oh, this might be it. Oh my God, I think I found it. this is it. Ooh, ooh. Oh, this is boring. I want to do the one where I was following a car. I think this is it. Oh yeah, here's where I'm at. This is when the cops were called on me. I'm right over here. That's my car. I'm sitting right on the back of it. Yeah. Some lady came over to this side. I think there's mailboxes or something. This was, I think, the day the cops were coming for me. This is up north. I guess you can call this Carefree, Arizona.
Control, this is
part of it.
We're tracking 3 fast-moving objects, origin unknown.
Yeah, there I am down there.
Control, this is flight. We're tracking 3 fast-moving objects, origin unknown.
I think there's a weather hot air balloon or something. Look how beautiful that is. That is just smashing. Dashing. Flashing. Amazing. There I am over here. I think I followed this car. There's this one where I get right over a car, like 25 feet, 30 feet over it. It said I was only 35 feet above the ground, so I was scared. You never know what you're going to run into. Yeah, the drone can go, I've had it go 47 miles an hour, but on average it's 45 miles an hour. It's pretty fast. So most of the traffic around this area I was able to follow. There I am, right here. Look at that, it's so fun. Just go wherever you want. Look at that backyard. That is nice. Wow, what a backyard, huh? Look at this guy. That's beautiful. It's a little driveway right there. God, his view is all of this. I miss Arizona. I really do. I don't miss the heat, though. I was looking for, I thought I saw something moving like a coyote. Those are fun to follow, too. I believe this is sunrise. Keyboards. Look at that house. All these homes up here, just, they're all over 500,000. These are, I believe those are half-acre lots. Maybe quarter of an acre? They look like a quarter of an acre. Yeah, that's a quarter. Here's that car I think I follow. I think this is the one I swooped down on. Took a nosedive like a kamikaze. Oh my god, I think it is. My car is going about 45 miles an hour because I think I had it pegged flying. Actually catching up. Oh, what am I doing? I just stopped. I guess that wasn't it. Go. Go get him. Come on. Oh, I'm stupid. All right, that's it for tonight. I'll come up with something special next time. Until next time, you guys, thank you very much for hanging out for a bonus session of Goof On. Just showing a little bit of the archives, things. I don't know. Just stuff. All right, we'll see you later. Take care. And AB.